Nice guy helps with flat tire. Then he noticed what was inside the van. In Phoenix, Arizona, a man was driving on the freeway when he saw a suspicious vehicle stopped on the side of the road. Feeling an overwhelming urge to pull over and investigate, things all changed when he noticed what was inside the van. David McIntyre recently posted on his Facebook page to tell of an encounter he had with a man who was stranded on the side of the road with a flat tire. Of course, when he first pulled over to help, he had no idea what was going to happen until he realized that the man had a wife and 2 small children with him and the van was packed with all of their belongings. Took this picture of my hand yesterday while I was out busily getting ready for Christmas like the other million people in Phoenix. As I was zipping down the I-10 freeway I saw an older model minivan stopped on the side of the road with a flat and something strongly compelled me. No, was almost yelling at me from inside my chest to stop. David began. As I approached the minivan I noticed it was a family with 2 small children and the van was completely packed to the roof. Unsure of what to do at first, David quickly realized where his help would be needed most. He explained that the man told him that they had been here a while, in need of assistance, but no one stopped to help. Both men came to the conclusion that most people won't bother. Thankfully, as David felt compelled to stop anyway, he went on to help the family more than he ever could have imagined. The man told me he had been there for a while and no one had stopped. In a big city like this we usually assume that the person has a cell phone and will call a tow truck or AAA and we don't bother. This day was different for me. He couldn't get to his spare tire because of all the stuff and as I pulled my equipment out of my Jeep he explained he had lost his job and was traveling to New Mexico to live with family, David recalled. He also explained he had no money to give me and I told him I'm not stopping to make money but just to help. I scraped my hand while putting my spare tire on his minivan and I could tell he felt really bad since I was helping him. After he got the tire all situated, they drove to a nearby Discount Tire where the crew worked to replace the flat with a new tire. David explained, after getting the tire on I had him follow me to Discount Tire. As the crew worked on his van and replaced his tire I could tell he was very worried how much it was going to cost as he discussed it with his wife. But, once again, David knew what he had to do, saying, he was a very polite man and once again the voice inside me guided me. David went to the Discount Tire manager and asked to speak to him in private. When David explained that he wanted to pay for the man's new tire, the manager simply smiled and said, there will be no charge for them today. David concluded his post, the family didn't know this as I grabbed my spare and wished them all well. The man and his family was very polite and gracious. So, it only cost me an hour of my time and a little scrape but what I continue to feel in my heart today is worth my weight in gold. In a world that is so often bombarded with hatred and negativity, it's nice to hear that there are still good people left in it. This one family was blessed by 2 complete strangers in one day. It seems that God definitely played a part in all this, putting the right people in the right place at the right time.